First game of Worlds down. How you feeling about the tournament? How you feeling about New York City? How's the experience overall?
New York has been amazing. Like you can always. I love to collect stories. I feel like when you walk down the street in New York, you just collect stories because the most random stuff happened to us. Like yesterday, there was a story. It's a long story. There's a man called Taco Bell Man, and we just happened to meet him again in the morning. So the Taco Bell Man is just following us, and I love New York. First game was good. It was weird because I don't have the visa. I don't have the work visa, so I don't get to go on stage. So I'm in a dungeon somewhere drafting with the boys. It worked out. The boys delivered, and yeah, it feels amazing to continue to compete.
Going forward, I mean, arguably speaking, you had the easier match today, the two harder matches coming up. What's your thoughts going forward on quality of opponents, whether it gets tougher, easier?
It's always tough to get a read on how strong teams are because I think every World Championship is a challenge of how you deal with rough conditions. Most rosters are defined in the 5 players they are, and you get challenged in many ways. You jet lag, new experiences, new food, and you need to pull yourself through and at the same time figure out the meta very, very quickly. And with that in mind, I hope we get to see a lot from T1 and EDG today in their match. And that will help me easier to set expectations for what the players are going to go into. But I know these teams are strong, and I know on our good days we can beat them, so we're looking to take the whole group.
I think this is probably safe to say this might be the first time that Fnatic has been booed this loud in an extended period of time. How do you feel about the crowd? Is the volume loud, like too loud, or do the boos affect you in any way? Or are you for them, against them?
It's like I play the world's smallest violin for the crowd. I couldn't care less. In the end, the crowd and the fans, they pay for the business, and I care about the Fnatic ones. But all you other people, you're just NPCs in the journey. We're just gonna do what we're here to do. We're here to play games, and we're here to take a big shit on C9 this time around, and that's just part of business. Sorry.
You're killing the NA heart in me just a little bit. Final question for you. You are arguably one of the best dressed men in all of League of Legends esports. What advice do you have to the young men and women out there that are trying to understand their sense of fashion, their sense of style on a budget? Because obviously not all of us can afford the nicer quality that you get.
Barely I can afford it. Now, on my end, I would say the first step is just to make sure that they get clothes that actually fit. When it comes to a suit, these suits are not that expensive. It's just that I got them tailor-made in Korea, and I found a really good tailor. And just as long as you find clothes that fit, that is always the first step. And then it's important to understand color schemes. Like some colors work together, some don't. And if you follow along that line, you can build out the wardrobe. Because most of the time, it looks like I have a new outfit, but maybe I just have a new pocket square and all of a sudden it looks fresh. So you just need to build out your wardrobe in a way that makes sense and connect more pieces than just one. Because sometimes you go into a store, you see something really, really nice, but then you realize it doesn't fit with anything that you own, and all of a sudden you're down money, and it's just going to be one of those items that you never wear, and it will be like one of those that you had to let go. So just buy clothes that fit and understand color schemes. It's something that you can Google, and things will be very easy for you.
I appreciate it. Hopefully we can improve the wardrobe of the crowd. But thank you so much, and best of luck going forward.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
That'd be it.